It's midnight here in Cairo. Time for a look at our panorama of comprehensive events. Good evening and good morning. I'm Nerbi Nazim. First, we have a look at the main headlines. President Sisi inaugurates several mega projects. Prime Minister Madbouli holds talks with Iraqi counterpart in Baghdad. Army Chief of Staff General Mohammed Farid arrives in Sudan in an official visit. Welcome back. Those were the main headlines and more details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inaugurated on Saturday King Salman University in South Sinai, along with a number of other national projects in the province. Details.
السيد الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي رئيس الجمهورية وصاحب السمو الملكي الأمير فهد بن سلطان بن عبد العزيز أمير منطقة تبوك.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inaugurated a number of mega projects in South Sinai. Among the projects is the King Salman Civil University with its 3 branches, which is considered the biggest university in Egypt. The President also witnesses the opening of 3 museums as well as several projects established to develop Sinai, including new roads, residential complexes, potable water stations, and seawater desalination plants. Saudi Prince Fahd bin Sultan bin Abdul Aziz, the governor of Tabuk province, as well as a number of ministers and senior state officials, attended the inauguration ceremony. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassem Radi said the president inaugurated several national projects throughout the day, including the Royal Vehicles Museum and the Sharm el-Sheikh Museum. Radi added that the president inaugurated comes within the framework of a national mega project to develop Sinai. During the inauguration ceremony, President al-Sisi said all the national and development projects implemented by the state are well prepared and studied. He stressed that instability ruins the state and its future, adding that as long as there is stability, Egypt is able to move forward and face any challenges. President al-Sisi unveiled the state's plan to increase the number of universities to 125, up from 72 by 2030, in order to accommodate the population growth. The President also opened the 2 branches of the Universities of Ras Sidr and El Tor cities in South Sinai via video conference. The head of state said the country is building universities with international standards that provide advanced education for students that suits the size of upcoming work. President al-Sisi explained that Egypt currently has 72 universities while the population is 100 million people. So Egypt needs to possess 125 universities by 2030, considering that each million people in Egypt need a university, be it private or governmental. Al-Sisi stated that Egypt worked over the past 6 years to build and open new universities. In his words, Minister of Higher Education Khalid Abdel Ghaffar said that King Salman University contains various faculties and programs that are developed to cope up with the needs of the regional, local and international labor markets. Abdel Ghaffar said the university is an example of friendship and cooperation between Egypt and Saudi Arabia to develop the Sinai Peninsula. The minister stated the university targets to reduce the burden on the governmental universities. The minister added that the university is considered one of the key projects currently implemented within the Sinai Peninsula Development Plan, which tops the state's priorities. Abdel Ghaffar said the university comprises 10 faculties distributed over its 3 branches in El Tor, Ras Sidr, Sharm el-Sheikh cities with the capacity of up to 30,000 students. He added that the King Salman University is one of 24 new universities in Egypt, including technological, private and international universities. At the inauguration ceremony, al-Sisi opened the Royal Vehicles Museum in Sharm el-Sheikh Museum, the Kafr el-Sheikh Museum, and via video conference. Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Khalid al-Anani stressed the importance of inaugurating 3 museums that stopped operating since 2011. And he also said that Egypt witnesses an exceptional day of opening 3 important museums with their cost reaching 1 billion Egyptian pounds.
Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli held talks on Saturday with his Iraqi counterpart Mustafa al-Kadhimi in Baghdad. The meeting focused on enhancing bilateral relations and consolidating ties between Iraq and Egypt. Details.
Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli arrived on Saturday in the Iraqi capital Baghdad, leading a high-level delegation to take part in the Egyptian-Iraqi Higher Committee meetings. In his speech during the first meeting with the committee, the Premier stressed that there are obvious directives from the political leadership to offer all kinds of support to the Iraqi people in all domains. This came as Madbouli also conveyed the greetings of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to the Iraqi leadership, government and people, wishing the brotherly nation peace and prosperity. Dr. Madbouli highlighted the importance of holding the Egyptian-Iraqi Higher Committee meetings at a time the region is facing rapid developments which have their reflections on all the countries, a challenge which requires full coordination and cooperation between Cairo and Baghdad on all levels. The Premier also stressed the constant Egyptian stance towards Iraq, which is based on the maintaining of its sovereignty and unity of the whole country and full rejection of external interference in Baghdad's internal affairs. He added that the meetings come to boost mutual cooperation and realize the maximum benefits of exchanging expertise in all fields. The Premier earlier held talks with the Iraqi counterpart Mustafa al-Khadimi. During the Premier's visit to Baghdad, a number of agreements will be signed in the fields of transportation, health, energy and electricity, and cooperation in the scientific, technical and cultural fields. The committee started its work in last Wednesday, October 28th, with the participation of a number of ministers from the two countries.
On the ground, Iraqi authorities